Y'all should know by now, this channel is really a GriZelda channel disguised as a rap channel. Just like last week when Drake dropped the full moon for light-skinned dudes, today is a full moon for dudes who could post crack recipes on delish.com or Food Network. Gunn's been one of the most influential rappers since MF Doom. He took that mafioso 90s East Coast influence style that Rock Marcy really pioneered and pushed it dang near into the mainstream, as you can see from some of these features and production credits. What Gunn's really special at is his ability to curate. He's phenomenal at beat selection, and he be collecting features like Infinity Stones, and he'll put all that together to create a really cohesive aesthetic. It's kind of like the underground version of Travis Scott's skill set. But then on top of that, his rapping is the best it's ever been. He's flashed some elite penmanship on some of his last couple of albums and then some of his recent features. We'll say though, this album is concerningly long, especially since the last 3 projects that he curated, 10, Kiss the Ring with Rome Streets, and then the joint with SD Knack, have all been bloated. We'll also cross that FLYGOD Jr. bridge when we get there. Let's get to it.
As FLYGOD, we means yes in France, and they speak French in Paris.
And niggas was in Paris.
We have prayed there and elsewhere.
Hey, that's a pretty interesting beat for A.A. Rashid to talk about half of nothing. The 2 layers of keys had slightly different tempos, so it gave it this uneasy feel. It ain't the best instrumental that A.A. Rashid has talked about nothing over. That would be Peace FLYGOD. But whatever, I ain't expect much more. This is Mama's Prime Time.
Hey yo, I had to pull my paintbrush out to move a muscle. Came from booth and bundle, spit in your face, but I'm super humble. I've been ahead of y'all, my metaphors, Beretta wars. All St. Levis on my feet, need an extra arm.
Talk that drug, talk my feet need an extra orb, cause he done messed up all his veins. That's fire.
Mine send at least 10 at a time on the check, pin in my rhyme. You see my neck, you see the shine, I'm divine. Fiend shot in his foot and got hops.
Yeah. And so it goes. Don't you tell me how your bro did so and so and so to such and such. Grew up with no justice, no peace. It's just us on them streets like the bus. Either Martin or like you marching like you Martin.
Talk that Atlanta talk. Martin's awful though.
Niggas speaking on my name is free buzz. My little brother told banana clips ain't got no peach fuzz. Still throwing E's up. We just hitting open.
He told banana clips don't have no peach fuzz, like it's a young dude. And then the peach banana flip, that's fire.
Clip long as well when they block it, look like Clint Capella. Storyteller selling Snow White weed, even Cinderella. Either way, ain't nobody gonna get
He's still talking to that Atlanta talk with the Clint Capella bar, but selling Snow White, even Cinderella, selling that white cocaine, and then, oh, that's fire.
I'm taking over, I can make the devil sell his soul to me. Give it all back to Jehovah, bring it right back to the street. Cause now you witnessing the culture sprinkling coke on the key. I adamantly move like a madman to the cash, I'm a magnet. They bagging up the bullets and fragments.
This ass sound alliteration is tough. This nigga was already spitting, but he heated it up, dog.
Smoking on the pot for the cataracts. I put a red dot on a MAGA hat. Pull me over, look like Bob Saget. I'm over.
Just in time for the election cycle, dog.
That cracker put me over, look like Bob Saget. I'm overseas, out in Paris, pants all sagging. I bet they pay my whole fee like Lamar Jackson. I only came to smoke some weed.
They pay my whole fee like Lamar Jackson didn't have to pay no agent fee because he represented himself. That's tough.
Yeah. 33 a piece, that's a bargain. Yeah. Courtside, all of my jewels, Tracy Morgan. Yeah. Multi-million-dollar endorsements. Yeah.
I like that yeah motif. I thought it was a chorus at first, but they don't really have a chorus on this song. That's dope. I like the structure.
Fuck that contract. If I endorse it, I need the biggest portion. Park the foreign next to the plane and smoke one while I'm boarding. Damn, I'm so important. Damn, your boy been touring. Damn, your boy been going animal recording.
Let's go. Man, I like when Conway is rapping inspired, because he ain't really sound inspired on his last joint with 38 Special. He talking slick, but I also like the rhyme scheme. It's only a 2-syllable rhyme scheme, the touring rhyme scheme, but he's using that or sound in that first syllable as like an alliteration.
Silence on and you don't hear shells pop. All you hear is the shells drop like.
Ooh,
yeah.
So oh, so I didn't even notice that little twinkling sound in the sample. Since the silence, you don't hear the gun go off, you just hear the casing when it falls on the ground, and it sounded like the little twinkling sound in the sample of the beat. That is hard, dog. No, that song is sick, dog. We done came a long way from last album, starting the album with FLYGOD Jr. That song is sick, all the way down to the beat. I like the fact that the beat had those reverbed out keys, muffled keys, and then these high-pitched shimmery keys sitting behind it. It gave the beat this texture and this woozy aesthetic, and then the drum sounded good. All three verses were fire, but I think Jid stole the show. Jid has a ton of different flows, but for him to get in this more laid back, woozy flow as opposed to more of his fast-paced double time flows that he tends to get into, it sounded great and it paired well with this beat. It's really an aesthetic I wouldn't expect Jid to sound as good as he did on, but the street talk, the punching, when he gets into the alliterations, the Snow White line, the banana clip line, then there I make the devil sell his soul line. Hard, dog. I thought Westside Gunn came out here rapping. He be getting on tracks playing sometimes, but he had dope technical rapping on his verse. And then Conway got in his bag too. He's good with manipulating syllables and technical rapping. And you know, Westside Gunn and Conway gonna sound just at home over this aesthetic. Fire song. This is Kostas. I'm on the fence by this bed.
Yo, top of the AM, I'm cooking the magic and rapping and thinking about trafficking. This blood on the money, we savages. You can tell by the driveway we having it. Yeah, we took it Vegas with at least about 100. And all blue strips, that's only 2 handfuls. GriZelda Blanco meets the Sopranos. I had to season that chicken like Daniels.
This rhyme scheme is real basic. It's based on Benny standards. He started with little 3-syllable rhymes, but there's no internal rhyme. Well, he had a squeeze internal on the first couple of lines. So 1-syllable internal rhyme and then 3-syllable at the end. But now it's just like 2-syllable with 0 internal rhymes. It's not Benny's best. He playing down to the level of competition in this beat.
Stove, on froze. Yeah, I got that rose plain, hearts on cone, crosses on the chrome, Mary's with the bones, red bottom Chelsea's, Indiana Jones.
Hey, I wonder what Joe Buddy gonna say about this. He got on Drake for trying to sound young. These niggas in their 40s too, dog. Hey, I don't mind niggas jumping on trap tracks, but like, don't water down the rapping. That's what's happening right now.
I got your bitch fucking Prezi at the Lowe's. Bitch never had shit, why she take the road?
Main Street, you know where my crew from. No name, niggas, where's you from? We ain't with the talk, gotta do something. 4th along, we going.
Alright, he riding the beat.
The bro just wanna shoot something. Yeah, nigga. When you do the label, watch the fruit come. I don't really like to go to parties, but it's gonna cost you 50 if I do come.
Hey, when he got shot, he was leaving from a party. I'm sure he don't want to come to no parties.
We be on go mode, jumping with the sticks, no pogo. Ice DW logo, try to run down, that's a no-no.
Okay.
Yeah. Every time I post though, yo ho, keep double tapping my photo.
Nah, bruh. Nah. Hey, I don't have no hate for trap over here. I rock with trap. But if you gonna do it well. I think Conway saved that song because his verse was actually fire. Like, if you're gonna do a trap beat, do a trap flow, at least make it interesting. Westside Gunn and Benny's just way too basic. I can get that from Yachty. They too good of rappers to jump on a trap beat and just start using these basic rhyme schemes, basic brags, basic flows. Conway's was dope because he got into like a couple of different flows. It got a little monotone towards the middle. I almost got to the point where I was like, all right, they dragging this verse and this song on too long and it don't help that it's 5.5 minutes. But then he ended his verse with another dope flow. Beat was an above average trap beat. It wasn't really crazy on Tape Keef standards. The drums sounded just a tad bit generic. For my taste, I thought the melody with those, I don't know if those muffled, distorted synths or what, but I thought those were interesting, especially like when they get pitched up every 8 bars or so. Just a really mid song overall though. This is 1989.
Hopped out the Maybach, then did a walk up. Every bad bitch in my city, I done fucked up. I'm the
That don't even rhyme, dog.
never seen, nigga, fuck ya. Body bag on top of body bag, nigga, rush up. This Joe, richest nigga in the low. Break sky, Hitler stamped on it off the boat.
1,000.
I like this nigga singing.
1,000. If ain't no switch on it, that ain't gunplay.
Alright, well, sing on beat, my
I
boy.
might drop 100 bricks on your block. I
might have 100 shooters on your block.
Hey, you pray for Paris, then you pray for me, and then you pray for this album to get better, dog. What was that? That was trash, dog. That sounded like a demo beat from the early 2000s. He had something slightly interesting with that reverse sound source, but then it's drowned out by this super basic bass line. And then they throw these bling era synths over the top of it. And then the rapping and the beat are like in a 12-round heavyweight fight over who can be worse. I normally like when Westside Gunn do that pitch down thing, but it don't really work if you don't rap. And it don't really work if you toe the line of being on beat and not being on beat. This Stove Guy verse could have probably worked on a different beat, and if it wasn't a whole verse. I think him singing that 1000 was kind of charismatic and could have been entertaining, but it drug on way too long, and then he got off beat with that. Like, bro, this is not a hard beat to stay on beat with. But yeah, that joint was not it. That was an abomination. This is Suicide and Selfridges. Thank God for conducting. The little wobble sound on the keys is crazy.
Time Brown said, let's surrounded by Trump paraphernalia. I dare you to step to the guard, you being failure.
The dare you internal rhyme scheme on top of the. Why is he not rapping on them other two songs?
Body fucking with the Fendi overall, pumped on a peg leg. Yeah, I miss to show it off. Yeah, I miss the run up when you brought damn blow it off. Yeah, I miss to send a dummy pack through the thorn off.
Gangsta GriZelda. Shoot out every day.
Nah, he fell off. He started out real strong when the rapping towards the end. It won it. He could have got away with that flow for a couple of bars, but it's just too basic, 2-syllable rhyme schemes at the end, no internal rhyme schemes. The charisma could have got him through like 4 bars of it or so, but nah, man, nah.
Niggas don't dance no more. All they do is this. And then you pray for me.
And all they do is this.
I carve out your motherfucking head and dark out your pussy ass ITT. When you see me, say Papi Chulo. You got another dinero, I say hockey hulo. Pop a nigga with a slap shot, duck him off. Hit him with the motherfucking perk bag, huck it off. Nigga, what you need is another.
Hey, why Flip had the best verse in the last 3 songs? Hey, Flip had better rhyme schemes. Flip had better flow. Like, come on, man. Don't play with Flip. Yo, give me that Conductor and Eastside Flip album, dog. Why y'all had to drop the beat out? Let my boy Flip do his thing over Conductor. We have a problem beat. Nah, man. Westside Gunn wasted that beat. That was a fire beat. Super texture sample. Conductor used his signature wobble effect, but he used it in a unique, interesting way that doesn't sound similar to, say, another song with the wobble effect like Eurostep. A little jazzy vibe to the beat too. And Westside Gunn, I thought he was about to like leave Earth with his verse. He started strong and just simmered down super quick. We're not even getting the regular level of imagery when it comes to the street talk and the luxury talk that we normally get from Gunn. It's just really watered down so far. Eastside Flip wasn't talking about nothing, but he showed off better rhyme schemes than Westside Gunn did. You know, out of all the crackhead rappers, best dead or alive, easily DMX. But like Flip is climbing up the list. It's his Kitchen Lights.
Got speakers, gold frame on the black Jesus, eating grilled government cheeses.
Paint that picture.
But take, that's when shit got sour, told him. If you snip powder, don't sell powder.
Biggie said that.
A-holes on the tech, don't get humiliated. With like
More than
3
humiliated.
chains, 5 tennis bracelets. We old school, got them bagging with they titties hanging.
Whip is like my wrist is way ahead of its time. Food for thought, and the dish is like Pete Maravich is. Got to the kitchen, they should have listened.
I like how he's stressing this kitchen
They
sound.
couldn't see my vision.
Hey, you could do this and really mess it up, but I like how Stove Guy Cooks is executing this where the way he's stressing syllables is making things rhyme that normally wouldn't rhyme. He got the charisma to pull off stuff like that.
We had 100 bricks on the couch, it felt so good I wanted to die there. So many kilos piled up, I could have climbed here. Kitchen lights, in my jersey in the kitchen lights. Kitchen lights, kitchen lights. Them bricks shine different under them kitchen lights.
Hey, we had a maze of BS to get through, but we finally got to another fire song, dog. That song was hard. I know I be a string hater on this channel. It don't be strings themselves. It just be like when niggas use the outdated early 2000s sounding strings that I don't like. I love these strings. They sound gorgeous. They sound majestic. And then you got the pianos under them. It's a really dope drumless beat. It's the type of beat that other rappers here try to emulate. Westside Gunn and Stove God Cooks apparently repented from that abomination they had earlier in this album. They actually rapped. Westside Gunn had some of his most vivid bars of the album here. I like how he started with the imagery of growing up in like straight slums. And then just as quick as he described that it's luxury scene after luxury scene. And then with this beat, it gives a really highbrow, luxurious feel to the whole track. Stove God Cooks turned into dope dealing Nate Dogg food, if you will. I like his over the top singing on his chorus, and then he had a really dope verse as well. He brought that fire delivery into his verse, and then his imagery was fire as well. Tough song. This is FLYGOD.
I'ma take it back to the ski mask Chanel. CO with my mail. I can never fail. I can be through you. I can tell you a tale. You ain't never ate Bruce Chris in a cell. Everything grail. You moving at a pace of a snail. Supreme clientele, cause my cocaine pal. If he had to drive 50 miles, we was head cracking back where I popped the Infinite. I had the less swag. True story, I could get anything done. Runway, Gucci, jeans, shoe, hair in the boss.
Yo, fire song is really not rocket science, dog. Like, come on, bro. If you're doing the final cuts of the album, you hear this song and you hear some joint like Kostas in 1989 and choose to put both of them on there, I don't get it. But yeah, this song was fire, dog. It's dope that Westside Gunn has this ability to find these like diamond in the rough producers who don't really have a name and find good beats with them. I'm completely unfamiliar with the producer on here, but this was a sick beat. Those smooth keys and then that break beat. And then Westside Gunn actually decided to rap on here. With several songs in here that's been too long, the less than 2 minute runtime felt refreshing as well. This is DunnHill.
Hey, yo, I'm at the Intercontinental backing up.
This is not gonna go well.
DunnHill, aping out and put a one on the one. Mini tech on the lap, that's a gun on the back is praying on my downfall. Nigga grab the blush, blow them all.
All these accusations, snitches in the news, still in a booby trap. I made a strip of my
ex-cop talking about snitching. Cut it out.
Still be shopping careless, million while in Paris. Mimosas for the moment, all the murders out of married. Watch 300.
I like that little mutt alliteration that he had right there.
Should never wear it. All them niggas robbers, to be honest, they be jealous.
By show of hands, who all asked for that? Nobody? Alright. Look, I don't have no problem with trap, but do it good. Like, yo, y'all know that video with Patrick Ewing was a coach and he was like, that was a step back, one-legged. Do you practice that shot? Do you work on that shot? Westside Gunn does not work on that shot. Like, his trap rappers who do trap well, he ain't one of them. He don't work on that shot. I mean, the most generic bars, barely on beat. Even Rick Ross, who I don't think is a particularly good rapper, he out-rapped Westside Gunn. That should not happen, dog. Just because he sounds way more comfortable on that type of beat. But speaking on the beat, it was not good. Like, this beat is a beat that sounded like it was on a website called 360beats.com and the beat was $50. Like, that's one of them free beats on YouTube with a link to buy it in the bio, dog. But if the beat was like 10 years old, outdated sounding trap beat, nothing that particularly entertaining about it, nothing particularly entertaining about the song. I can give Rick Ross some faint praise, but I ain't really signed up for that. This is House of Glory.
Don't know my expenses, I gotta buy bigger plates and bigger scales and more bags. What you mad for?
Yo, I'm gonna have to change the intro, dog. What is this?
Up is a direct slave, this shit is wrecked for me. Reach for my necklace and see.
I'm playing with this X sound, it's
Burn it
hard.
don't work good, but we still cooking. One bad brick don't stop no show, we still cooking.
Yeah, I like that line.
Why you leave me? I fucked 100 times, but I love you. Hey, yo.
That was hilarious. And he stopped his beat and cleared his throat. Alright, I can respect it.
He told him peace. Seen Emilio walk across the street. He said peace, Lord. He about to meet Prada for a drink. Denim tears falling down my face. Word the mugger. Crack cause my shit that dope. They can't fuck with us. Another Palm Angel gang, new wings. Valentino down on my shoestrings.
Another Palm Angel game, new wings. Palm Angel the brand. I like that line.
Me and Val chain, that's my boo thing. She used to fuck Von Cleef. Went through, spray the nigga shit, that's on me.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this album, dog. Westside Gunn was all on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, saying that he was about to drop album of the year. Like, we need to go back and put community notes on them posts. Like, no, it's not. No, it's not, dog. These next 11 songs could be Illmatic good. It still probably ain't saving the album, not to be album of the year. I mean, the song had redeeming qualities, but it just ain't it. Like, Westside Gunn, even his features from on the Status Selector jump, from the Muggs joint, from his verse on Conway's last album, he not even rapping up to that level. I know he did the sing-songy, charismatic, melodic delivery thing here, but at least make the bars a little bit more interesting. I mean, basic rhyme schemes, and speaking of basic rhyme schemes, Stove God Cook started the same way. He brought it together with, I don't know if that first verse was just a bridge or it was the actual verse, but when he finally decided to start rapping, it was good. So that was a redeeming quality. And then the beat from RZA was just like, alright. RZA is one of my favorite producers of all time, but he ain't getting no Lifetime Achievement Award for me. The sample is fine, but it's not that interesting. Not an interesting song either. This is JD Risk. This song is way too long, dog. What are we doing?
Standing on the couch, me, pop, smoking Barry,
Trapaholics, what's happening? The Brick Squad, Young and Slim Deck, snap that motherfucker.
Why? This is outdated, dog. With the Trapaholic ad-libs, what is he trying to accomplish?
Trapaholics, bitch.
Remix, JD Risk remix, Courtside all season.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Hey yo, four-door Ferrari, niggas know my body, know my standing on the couch.
So Conway gets into the trap bag, and Conway actually knows how to flow over a trap beat. Westside Gunn don't. He sounded bad on all these trap beats. He teetering the fence of being on beat, dog. He just ain't got it, dog. He ain't practiced that shot.
I'm a east side nigga, children hospital, baby. Peace to the park, down the way up the Bailey.
And I gotta listen to this BS for 6 minutes and 19 seconds?
I was hyped up off that cocaine money, then the food came. Bagger spent 9 hours stamping bundles in his flu games. Bitch, I'm what it look like when the coke work, when the rap work, when the dope work.
Choppers in the trunk, keep 100 down in the safe. Treat a nigga
Is this
like
Nat?
a chunk, get the fuck up out of my.
Yo, why this dude sound like he had to make a verse on Silent Library?
Take niggas on a long trip, do 'em in the lake, take a dip. Pick a cake, niggas know I'ma make you faggot, never right in front of a naked bitch. In the streets, getting money, you take a receipt.
Now that I hear him doing the halfway off beat thing, yeah, this probably is Nat.
If I ever chase a bitch, I might just fuck on your bitch and pay for her dick.
Yo, you got Westside Gunn, Stove God Cooks, and SD Nat together in the booth to make this song, and nobody thought it was a bad idea. Yo, this song is trash, dog. Now, I be saying some songs deserve to stay on the hard drive. Nah, that's the little recycle bin icon move to trash. This don't even need to stay on the hard drive, dog. Get rid of this. What was that, dog? And then people gonna say we hating on it just because it's trap. You can make trap and make it good. Like, you wanna hear good trap, JID and Lil Yachty just dropped a fire 2-pack. Go listen to that. The Drake album that I don't like got better songs than this. Come on, dog. And not only is it not innovating anything, it's moving backwards. These are outdated beats. Like the Trapaholic thing, this is a beat that you would get off LimeWire. Like this song sound like when you download it off of LimeWire and the song ain't actually what you wanted to download, you get a song like this. This is not it. None of the verses was good. Westside Gunn was barely on beat. Stove God brought nothing. And then SD Nat, thank God I couldn't hear him because the mixing was bad. Because I'm sure what he was saying was BS. Tyler, next song sums up how I feel about this album so far. This is disgusting. It don't get better, huh?
Hey yo, yeah, nigga in the hub, but this nigga bougie though. Took a pic with red gold, niggas say I sold my soul. Time pound me head to toe, you niggas is really broke. Disgusting.
Friends, just bring them. Step in the magic kingdom. Look at that back, just spin that round. They know I love to spin them.
Nah, dog.
I quickly make this telephone call, cause she's going back to Finland.
Yo, Westside Gunn is having a midlife crisis right in front of our eyes. This is not you, dog. You trying to be somebody you not. I don't know why he thought this would be good. The beat's not good, not even for a trap beat. It's an outdated sounding trap beat, and the rapping is just not there. Like, the Gigs dude sounds better than Westside Gunn does on this beat for what it's worth. He wasn't rapping about nothing, no good rhyme schemes. Why is he been on here? GriZelda got Rome Streets, Boldy James, Mock Homie maybe. And Westside Gunn was like, nah, give me Gigs. This is Chloe.
So, you used to run from the dick. Now you put it out and have fun on the dick. Got you eating pussy, putting tongues on the bitch. You the prettiest when I nut on you, bitch. Ooh, ooh. Folk mad, best sex both had. Give my pussy away, it's toe tag.
Hey, GriZelda fans. No, not just GriZelda fans. All my underground rap fans. Come here. Lean forward. Y'all need to hear this. For All the Dogs is better than this. With Conductor on it. That last Doja Cat album is better than this. That last Lil Yachty album, better than this. Bro, what is this, dog? Westside Gunn don't even be having 4-minute songs, but now he want to do 4 minutes of BS. The beat by Denny LaFleur was good that got completely wasted, and this song would probably be fine as like one of those comedic R&B songs like Birkin off of Fly God is an Awesome God or Kennedy off of WWCD. But when you have BS rapping and throw in some BS singing, it's just a whole bunch of BS. The dude not even rapping here, but once again, Denny LaFleur, I ain't finna let him go without his just due. The beat was hard, that minimalistic sample with distorted strings sounds good, drums sound good, but this is bad. This is LL Bull Gun.
FLYGOD. Hey, yo, yeah, passion out.
Yo, hey, man. Westside Gunn be finding, discovering producers. He need to undiscover Miguel the Plug. This dude is trash, dog. He ain't have a decent beat on this album.
PJ for 10 niggas, go y'all luggage. Fridays broke niggas.
And then the crazy thing is all the flows on these trap beats have been exactly the same. They've been basic and they've been the same.
Doorway toss in the money, call her jumper.
Hey, the niggas who gonna jump on all the forums and the comments on Reddit and say that everybody is hating, these niggas need to be executed, dog.
Sip champagne, not a champagne. Wake up, might take a piss on a bitch grave. Product bandana on the Uzi next to Anna.
It's looking like every track is just a new opportunity for me to reiterate how bad this album is. This whole reaction is just gonna be me developing synonyms of saying this is trash. I'm pretty sure Westside Pootie and FLYGOD Jr. could have came together and made a better album than this, especially they had a Jid feature on it. This is white, dog. The only redeeming quality about this song is it was only 2 minutes and 12 minutes of trash as opposed to 4 or 5 minutes of trash. This is Babylon Bees.
Penthouse wave, the bitch had a nosebleed, told her cocaine pace. Never seen a million of art. The vision was caught. My frame is housing your brain blade.
I like this right
Streets hot, I got a Glock just to flaunt. Nigga zip up with the shark, selling nickels in the park. Niggas tickled, then they spark. Niggas fickle, got no heart.
I wish I could just unhear all these trap tracks so I could really appreciate this. But that was a 5-syllable right there. This is fire rapping right here. We just playing needle in a haystack to get to an actual good song.
She inside my car, 2 divas on my own, 2 seaters out in Prague.
Another 5-syllable? Come on, dog.
Baby, the rock niggas try to gay me. Like I'm not the same nigga who brought you pray for Haiti. Seem like it's everybody hate West lately. Hit him in his head.
The fact that you was behind Pray for Patty make this album even worse.
Purple rain turn to coke fog. I'm the dope god. Write my name in the steam on the pot. Kilo rappers drop on marble floors. Called lightning in a bottle in Marcy. Then West turned me from a rapper to an art piece. Shine the sun.
Yeah, how? You ain't dropped nothing since you signed to GriZelda.
Beers on the apron. When Damian Lillard, I had O's in a blazer. Hate me on the gold
like
bitch,
that.
I'm really the savior. Stole Jesus, had coke dreams, sleep in the manger. Bitch, I'm major. Bitch.
I'm a genius, I'm a god, I'm a priceless piece of art. I'm the truth, I'm the light, I write these songs, best known from the feds. Sleep with one eye open, menage with 2 ARs in the bed. Night, my Medusa hair red, I'm a goddess in the bed. Roses grow between my legs, roses grow between my...
The music you consume determines how you move in your everyday life, bro. Turn that sad ass shit off, turn that murder shit off. Turn that shit off, bro. You wanna know who my favorite rapper is? My favorite rapper is Westside Gunn. You wanna know why? Bitch, I wanna be fly.
Yeah, dog. Y'all don't listen to this music about selling coke and shooting people. Y'all gotta listen to these conscious, inspirational rappers like Westside Gunn. Come on, dog. Fire song. I gotta give credit where credit is due. This album is trash, but that song was nuts. Westside Gunn decided to rap. Stove Guy Cooks decided to rap. Fire beat from J.R. Swift's Why Miguel the Plug has 10 songs and J.R. Swift has 1. I don't know, I couldn't tell you, but those keys and the boom bap drum sounded good. And then what was not on my bingo card was for Keisha Plum to have one of the best features on this album. I'm not a Keisha Plum fan at all, but she switched up the flow with that kind of refrain that she had at the beginning and the end of her verse. And those keys really suited her well. Dope song. This is Ultra GriZelda.
Hey, my pocket's super, your pocket's suffer. Sharp as a razor when I bring the ruck. Don't want your girl cause she built like a truck. My bitches sit like they big. Got her undercover, but I won't cover. Drip down in Kiko, that's freshly produced. We talking about golden, it's 2 different carrots. Bugs Bunny ass nigga hop on my dick cause I'm trying to make hits.
I like the carrots line to the bunny line. Hey, I'm telling you, every single flow on a trap song from Westside Gunn has been the exact same. And it's not a good flow either. Nigga got that I had to make a trap song for a school project type flow.
Watching junkies fall out, I was having fun. With the drum, put it on.
He got that I'm the cool dad that know how to rap type flow.
Niggas start shook, came home so many bloods. You ain't never took 20 kilos on.
He got that I just drank 5 Miller Lights and now I'm about to start rapping type flow.
Westside, run it up.
Well, I'm not apologizing for anything I said about Miguel the Plug up to this point because he has been truly terrible up to this song, but that was a good beat. I mean, those spacey, airy keys match with an actual dope drum pattern, and then I like how those lower register keys come in every couple of bars or so. Zeltron had by far the best trap verse on here. He can actually get in that trap bag, and even when he's not in that more melodic, bouncy bag that he got into on this song, he's just really comfortable rapping on 808s, and that's kind of what I was saying. There's good trap to listen to, just this album is not a display of it. This song is pretty good. Westside Gunn's verse was not it though. Generic bars, no good rhyme schemes, no good flows, same flow. Verse is not the most lyrically complex verse from Denzel, but at least we got a couple of like jab punches in there with a little carrots line, a couple of lines that you can at least chuckle at. That song was bearable for sure. This is Jalen Rose. Look what they got Derringer doing, dog. This beat actually sound good, but why they got Derringer with trap drums, man? Derringer, they made you do this, dog. Blink twice if you need us to save you.
I've been serving fire on the hill block since I was knee-high to a water bug, then to put the hamstring.
I like that line. Since I was knee-high to a water bug and cockroach.
Niggas know the whole gang rich. Gutter lane and on lane switch. All blue strips, fuck a bank slip. We be gang timing, but this ain't Twitch. Lil Cuddy fighting for attention.
We be game time, but it's not Switch. Game time, Bodie James's click.
Dropping bags off Biggie St. Nick. They say Bojack, that nigga can't miss. Hear all these
dropping bags off St. Nick. That's fire.
In the streets now, gang shit, but it ain't this. Slightly different plot with the same twist top.
It's only a 2-syllable rhyme scheme right here, but he's kept the same rhyme scheme from start to finish, and I like this flow. Plus, if he gonna punch like this, it's gonna help out the verse. This is a good verse so far.
Grinding, chilling in the spot, had the chance to lift locks. Got custodies all through Southwest. Got Clio calling off the east.
I like that piano chord right there.
One single session, I might burn up like 6/8 of gumbo. 155 for the brick, the Kimbe Matumbo. I need that two-tone patty cake.
The only issue with Bodie's verse, he can slightly offbeat towards the end of the verse.
The jumbo, Cubano, Arthur Skinny, Lambus.
But I will say I can kind of see where that happens because that harsh piano chord is slightly off where you would expect it to come in.
In the Lord, 20 bottles, wake up, fuck two supermodels, one dick, one flocker.
This is bearable.
I had more threesomes than twosomes. Bitch, roll up, I get a new one. Touch of my boo, that's my boo song. Fucking baby mamas, why you just home?
If Westside Gunn just gonna be insistent on making trap songs, this should at least be the floor. I think this song was bearable. The beat from Damage is actually good. It felt like a more palatable transition with those keys that would honestly sound good drumless and would definitely sound good with boom bap drums, and they just added the trap drums to it. Pretty basic drum pattern, but I think it worked. And I especially like 16 bars in when those off-kilter keys came in. I think Boldy James' verse was pretty good. Boldy James become one of the better technical rappers, and unfortunately he didn't really get to flex that here, but I do think he had a lot of good lines in there, a lot of good punches, which made his verse enjoyable. Westside Gunn, like, this verse ain't good, but it's like Jay-Z reasonable doubt caliber compared to some of these other verses on here. I could actually deal with this verse. He finally had non-generic brags in there. He had a couple of enjoyable lines in there, and the flow was still basic to an extent, but it went much better with this beat. I will say I hate this album. I wanted to end, but unfortunately we got Steve and Jony. Bruh, we gonna get the same thing, dog. Whole song, bruh. And then where's the next Miguel the Plug song? Freddy Js gonna be the same thing, dog. Oh my goodness. There it go. Come on, bruh. Come on.
You ain't never live like me, get praises by the junkies. You ain't never live like me, split chi-chis with your punky.
It would also be different if he had this same mid flow and was actually barring, like he had some good punches in there. But dog, it ain't nothing redeemable about it. It's just these generic name a brand, rinse, repeat.
I don't even got no ops. We put them with snooze.
He ain't got ops, but this album gonna have ops.
Was an OZG ski later, big road out Kentucky. Led me to the deep club, Detroit like Ronnie Stuckey. Like to bump no pants when in the field, should've played rugby.
Not that I think his verse is particularly good, but I would much rather hear ESTG over a track like this than Westside Gunn. I don't review rappers like ESTG though, because I don't think it's particularly good brand of rap. And then Take Heat is better than this, man. This is just a mediocre trap beat. The melody is just really basic and the drums are really basic. If you remove the producer tag, which is a fire producer tag, probably the best thing about this track was the producer tag, you wouldn't be able to tell the Miguel the Plug beats from the Take Heat beats. Whack song, even whacker chorus, mid beat, mid verses, mid album. Mid is probably a compliment. Whack album, this is Mr. Everything. Another outdated beat. This a beat that Jeezy would have rapped on in his prime, and I don't mean that as a compliment.
Courtside trench full of G's. You ain't never said it, duplexes filled with fiends. So you heard his tallest flush you when they sweep. I mean, I was laying on the cot, all the shit was a dream. Now I'm sitting on
Pepper bean scale like a Grammy. Guess that 4-winner baby took a plan B. Me and Gunn in the suite at the Davis
Foreigner
fight.
Baby took a plan B is a good line.
That money longer than a Vegas flight.
Keep in mind that BS we just heard, on par with the rest of the BS for the whole album, that's the sequel to this.
Welcome home, Tito, and proud to sip Pino. My shooter shot, 5 niggas in a row, we yell bingo.
That's the sequel to that, dog. That's the sequel to, come on, dog, what are we doing, dog? That's a sequel to this, dog.
The only nigga that got 5 visions with 5 vision. Open your eyes, listen to time top Chris's and fly where they can fly.
The sequel, dog. Sequel to this, dog. Don't give me Freddy Js and Rock Marcy, dog. Give me ESTG and 2023 Jeezy, aka Shaq for the Celtics. Who wants to hear this? Give me Miguel the Plug. I don't want to hear this. Good samples. Why would I want to hear that? This is super Fly God. This isn't this Fly God. It's not regular Fly God. Hey, this might be the first album I don't make it through. I might have to just let this play and do work while it's going in the background, dog. And the next track, man. Here we go, y'all. Everybody, let's sing the melody together. Even if you never heard the song before, let's sing it together. Here we go.
19 in the FN, one in the head. Sleep good every night. All them niggas is dead. Can't get a fucking bitch on the chat. I'm a player. Virgil gave me this. I ain't even going away. Switches make these dirty motherfuckers.
Hey, that's enough of that, dog. This is Revenge of Flip's Legs.
Conductor. Aiming fire at your favorite. Bum ass niggas is fugazi. I spit in all of their faces.
Why can't we just get this?
Pushing Percocets on the pavement. Now we in Paris posing and Prada like it's the Vogue pages. All praises due. I teach you niggas like I'm Noble Jewelry. Local, you not even.
Hold on, dog. Hold on. One sec. Let me go listen to some good music. Let me cleanse my palate so I can come back and be in the right headspace for this. Let's cleanse our palates, dog. A good song is coming.
Hey yo, shit, I ain't even touched that bitch.
It's like the ginger and wasabi that you get with sushi. Alright, here we go. We ready.
Conductor. Aiming fire at your favorite. Bum ass niggas is fugazi. I spit in all of their faces. Flagrant was pushing Percocets on the pavement. Now we in Paris posing and Prada like it's the Vogue.
I like that alliteration right there.
All praises due. I teach you niggas like I'm Noble Jewelry. Global, you not even close to Noble.
Yo, why is this simple bass line so hard right here?
Noble blow C notes, get paid for quotables. Take notice, I'm a star like the logo on
Is O alliteration?
My only focus is folding loot. Got my funds doing fraud, have boulders for your noses too.
Boulders for your noses.
Fucking hoes in front of ocean views. They want the likes more than the loot. Living life confused.
They want the likes more than the loot. I like that line. It's facts.
Hold the devil's heart in my palm and take his horns next. Pose with my foot on his neck.
That line's real similar to that Gia line that I liked earlier. Man, Wrong Streets can spit, dog. Where they know about that?
Stepped in my dope spot, Lord. I had the doom swinging, broom sweeping up residue. I seen Bruce Phoenix said he need $3 more. I told him, Bool, keep it. Sherelle shot in the cash. She jumped up, screaming, landed on the third floor, eating Thai rock and she getting dry, use my passion.
I like she jumped up, landed on the top floor. The outlandish imagery of that's tough.
Ski mask hair would look short, put it on a scale. 3 more stops on Greyhound with dark skin Jarrell, Prada jellies, Celine bag, Coke, Machiavelli, hit the stove straight to the plate. Make sure them tops Kelly. Last night I had a dream, slime was out the fast, and Flip hit the lotto and bought a new land.
Yo, that song is fire. That song is fire. And the crazy part about this, I don't know if I'd have been able to enjoy that if I ain't had a palate cleanser, because this album has been so trash, dog. A rose grew through the concrete, dog. We found a fire song in a heap of trash, dog. We found a McLaren M1 in the housing projects, dog. That song was hard. The beat, insane, man. That electric piano sample was enough, but then the bass line that Conductor added to it, that's why I honestly think he's top 3-ish producers in the game right now. He was my producer of the year last year, and if he keep producing, he gonna be on that same track this year. Rome Streets left. Earth, he's up there with Jid for best verse on the album. I've been on this Rome Streets is the best rapper in GriZelda run for a minute. It's only between him and Makami, who I don't even think is still in GriZelda. For the way that he manipulates syllables and adds in the alliteration, he'll just take one sound and just drive it into the ground. It's special, dog. And then Westside Gunn came with one of his better verses. Not saying a lot, but this is one of his better verses on the album. That last line by Flip hit the lotto and bought a new leg is hilarious, dog. But this was vintage Gunn, where he takes that street talk and then that luxury talk and blends it in an outrageous, over-the-top way. When he's at his best, it's like a lyrical anime of coke dealing with how over the top some of his bars be. Fire song. This is the title track, and then you pray for me. Please be good. He sounds really good on this.
Fear got on my
soldiers I walk in. They can tell I be gluing these verses. Gotta stand on my word like a sermon. Take it way further than your last 50. I was thinking this shit could get cold as ice. Bring me back to the freezing Wyoming nights. Guess a fly on the wall, finally found a light. Always rap about God what I mean it to. Oh, the feeling is in me, it's spiritual. How the hell do I rap on a Westside Gunn song? We just take it back spiritual. I know the spotlight is big for the two of us.
Sheesh, man. When you throw on the track list, you see all these mainstream crossovers. This is the potential for it. You see a Casey and Westside Gunn track, really a Casey track over a Westside Gunn type beat. And you don't think it should work, but it does, because Casey, even though he's not the most technical rapper, the singing was dope. And the content of his verse, this was one of the very few songs that had substance to it, but that spiritual battle that he detailed in his verse, pretty good flow. He had one of the better verses on the album, which it shouldn't be the case, but he does. Fire Song, one of the best songs of the album, but overall, dog, this album is horrible. This is probably the betting favorite or the second favorite for Westside Gunn's worst album. It's for sure his worst album in the last 5 years. The only ones that come to my head that competes with it was There's God and There's FLYGOD Praise Both. Now, the good songs on this album are better than any song on that album, but on the flip side, that album was only like, what, 18 minutes or something like that? This album's just hard to get through. Before I close the lid on the trash can for this album, I will give it some fame praise. The JID song was fire. Stove Guy, Cooks, and Westside Gunn, overall, they should be put on trial for the atrocities they committed on this album, but the Stove Light song and the Babylon B song, those were two dope songs. The song with Denzel Curry was the only good trap song on here, and then the last two songs on here were dope, and then the Freddy Js song was pretty good, and then other than that, everything else was trash, dog. Awful. You had a couple of mid songs in there, but it was bad. Look, I have zero issues with mainstream crossover albums, but I wouldn't give any artist credit for this. If Yachty came out with this album, if Dirt came out with an album like this, I wouldn't call it good, because it's not. That's also the reason I don't review artists like that, because I don't think they put out good music. The only reason this is on my channel is because it's a Westside Gunn album. It was really bad. This album was set to drop in June. Westside Gunn has put together fire albums in 1 or 2 days. And for him to have 4 months after the initial recording to sit on this and to put out this, nah, bruh, it ain't it. Super disjointed. There was no flow between the trap songs and the traditional GriZelda sounding boom bap 90s East Coast aesthetic songs. And then on those trap songs, Westside Gunn used that same boring flow on every single song. None of the trap beats were particularly good except for the one with Denzel on it. Then you had these really outdated beats on here that sounded like something from the 2000s. Very few bars from Gunn to hang your hat on. This is just a really, really bad album.